Good morning students, grade 7. Welcome back to BBVN online classes. I hope you and all the members of your family are safe and healthy, right? We were in chapter number 5, lines and angles. Okay, so we have discussed a lot of things. Today we'll explore certain properties of parallel lines and transversal. So I have line AB and line CD which are parallel to each other. Another line EF is a transversal. It intersects both the lines at two distinct points. Okay, it's mentioned here. AB is parallel to CD. EF is the transversal intersecting these two lines. So in all, there are 8 different angles that are formed. Angle A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Right? So we see that certain angles lie inside this structure. Angle C, D, E and F. They are interior angles. Then we have angles which lie outside the structure, outside the system, like angle A, B, G and H. These 4 angles lie outside, so they are called exterior angles. So interior angles are angle C, angle D, angle E and F. Exterior angles are angle A, B, angle G and angle H. These are the exterior angles because they lie outside the system. Okay. Now interior angles, you got the idea what interior angles are, you got the idea what exterior angles are. Okay. Now we explore certain properties when a transversal intersects any two parallel lines. Let's recall what you have studied. A and C are vertically opposite angles, they will definitely be equal. B and D are again vertically opposite angles. F and H are vertically opposite angles. E and G are vertically opposite angles. And you know very well that vertically opposite angles are equal in magnitude. Also, we have some pairs of linear angles. Linear pair of angles. Linear pair means angles which form two angles with common vertex and one common arm, such that the sum of their magnitude is equal to 180 degree. They form a straight line. Angle A and B, their sum is 180 because they lie on a straight line. B and C is again a linear pair of angles. C and D, D and A. In the same way, E, F form a linear pair. F, G form a linear pair. G and H, they form a linear pair. H and E, they also form a linear pair. It's just to recall that whatever you have studied in the previous classes. Now let's discuss certain properties. Property number 1. Alternate interior angles are equal in measure. Their measure will be equal. Now see, carefully understand the word alternate interior means inside. So we have 4 angles which are interior. Alternate means here I see the transversal. The angles must be on the alternate side of the transversal. To the right side of transversal, if I have angle C, then to the left side I have angle E. These are alternate interior angles. In the same way, angle D and F, they are alternate interior angles. They will be equal in magnitude. Okay. So alternate interior angles are equal in measure. So angle C will be equal to angle E and angle D will be equal to angle F. Right? The first property. Second property, corresponding angles are equal in measure. Corresponding, see the word corresponding, you need to understand it. respond. To respond in the same manner means to be like in the same position. So if you see this diagram, see this is a line, above the line you have angle B, in the same way this is a line, above this line you have angle F. They resemble, they look like same, okay? They are corresponding angles. Their response to the system is same. So corresponding angles are equal in magnitude. So angle B will be equal to angle F. In the same way, lower side of the line I have angle C. Here lower side of the line I have angle G. They form a corresponding pair. So they will be equal in magnitude. Angle A and E are corresponding angles. They will be equal. D and H again corresponding angles. They will be equal. Right? So corresponding angles are equal. It means angle B is equal to angle F. Angle C equal to angle G, angle A equal to angle E, and angle D equal to angle H. Corresponding angles are equal. Let's come to the third property. What is the third property? Co-interior angles are supplementary. I hope you know this word. We have discussed earlier. Any two angles such that the sum of their measure is 180 degrees, such angles are called as supplementary angles. So this says property co-interior angles, to be inside and to be with one another. So to the right side of the transversal I see angle C and angle F. They are co-interior angles. On the left side angle D and angle E. They are co-interior angles. So according to this property they are supplementary, means their sum of their measures will be equal to 180 degrees. So angle C plus angle F. If angle C measures 120 degrees, then angle F will measure 60 degrees, because 120 plus 60 is 180 degrees, right? So co-interior angles are supplementary. So angle C plus angle F will be equal to 180 degrees. Also 180 degrees will be equal to angle D plus angle E, right? Co-interior angles are supplementary. Understood, children? I hope you got all the three properties. There are some more properties which we will discuss in our next class. But now we'll see what type of questions we can have based on these three properties. What type of question can be framed? Okay. See, children, you should not be stereotyped. You should not have this feeling कि जो NCERT में questions हैं वही questions हैं. See, NCERT textbook is an idea about your syllabus. That's not entirely what mathematics is all about. Okay. So questions can be framed, questions can be generated. Say any of your relatives are at home and they are good at maths. They may ask you a question, and it is not necessary that the question comes from NCERT textbook or the book which you are referring from your reference book. It can be created, it can be framed, it can be formed. So you should understand the concept rather than just understanding the question. Try to understand the concept. I hope you got the three properties. Based on these three properties, we'll try to solve a question, practical question. Just pay attention. This is a line. This is another line. These two are parallel. Say A, B, C, D. So AB is parallel to CD, and here I have a transversal EF. EF is the transversal. Now if I say this angle is 75 degrees, find all the other angles. Just by knowing one angle, you can find all the angles. See, this is 75. कोई भी property use करो, vertically opposite angle, this will also be equal to 75. Understood? Now, these two angles, they form a linear pair. So their sum will be what? 180 degrees. So if this is 75, then what will be angle A? Simple. Angle A will be 180 degrees minus 75 degrees. How much? 105 degrees. So angle A will be 105 degrees. Okay, and see one more thing. You can use another property. This angle 75 degrees and angle D, they are corresponding angles. You can use that property. So D will also be equal to 75. D and F are vertically opposite angles. They have to be equal. If this is 75 degrees, this angle will also be 75 degrees. Again you see angle A and angle E, they are corresponding angles. They are corresponding angles. You can use that property. Or 75 degrees plus angle C, they form a linear pair. Their sum will be 180 degrees. You can use that property. So we get angle C as 105 degrees. C and G are corresponding angles. This will also be equal to 105 degrees. So you can use any of the property. All the properties are at your disposal. You can use them wisely, you can use them logically, and you can solve the questions. I hope you got the idea how to solve the questions. Remaining properties and the further part of this chapter we'll discuss tomorrow in our next class. Till then, children, please stay safe, stay healthy, follow each and every instruction that your parents give you. Obey them and develop healthy food habits. ऐसा नहीं कि गर्मी है तो ठंडा ही ठंडा पिए, आइसक्रीम खाएं. Okay, all these things we eat, we enjoy, but to an extent, only to an extent. You should play at home, also you should study. Keep a balanced routine. Okay children, we'll see in the next class. Till then, goodbye.